Hey guys, JamesMCD's Reviews here. Welcome to another TV log, and today we're going to be talking about Harley Quinn Season 5, the newest season of the DC animated series on Max. And this season sees Harley and Ivy moving to Metropolis for a fresh start when they uncover a plan by Lena Luthor and Brainiac to take over the world.
Now some of you might have noticed that the title of this video asks whether or not Season 5 is worth watching.
Because, for those of you who've seen my previous TV logs, the show has been getting progressively worse with each new season. Not necessarily that it's bad or unwatchable or anything, but it just doesn't seem to have as much direction anymore. Season 1 was a great intro to this world and this take on Harley Quinn, showing her breaking off her toxic relationship with the Joker and becoming her own badass supervillain. Season 2 built off the groundwork of the first season and set up Harley and Ivy's relationship. It was funny, it was well written, and the ending had everyone clamoring for a Season 3. After a year's worth of uncertainty, it was finally released, and while it had its moments, like putting more of an emphasis on Ivy and her ambitions, and also setting up Harley's conflicting feelings on being a supervillain, there was a noticeable downgrade from the first two seasons. The writing wasn't as strong, the jokes weren't as funny, and the animation seemed a bit off. And while the Valentine's Day special would get things slightly back on track, Season 4 would take another dip. Having Harley work with the Bat family was an interesting dynamic, but the overarching story wasn't nearly as interesting, and the conclusion the show came to, that Harley and Ivy are better together, seemed just kind of redundant. The show's been steadily losing its magic, to the point to where I had to even remind myself that Season 5 was even coming out. Whereas with Season 3, I watched it, I'm pretty sure the day it came out, and kept up with it weekly as it released. With this, I was just kinda like, yeah, okay, I guess I can make a video about this. And it seems like the show might have recognized this dwindling interest. The crux of the story is Harley wants to move to Metropolis with Ivy because she feels things in Gotham are going downhill and doesn't want her relationship with Ivy to grow stagnant. And I feel like this is low-key meant to be an allegory for the show, whether intentionally or not. But does placing the characters in a new location actually do anything to make the show interesting again? Yeah, kinda. We've spent 4 seasons in Gotham, so dropping the characters in a new environment and watching them uncover the plots that are forming made me the most invested I've been in this show in a while. On top of that, the story this time around is a lot more interesting. The main overarching threat this time around is that Brainiac is working with Lena Luthor to bottle up the city of Metropolis so that they can take over. I really like how they portray Brainiac in this show. The joke of him using large, overly complicated words to say the most simplest of things was pretty obvious and got old very quickly, but when you actually dive into the tragic side of his character and how his lust for perfection has driven him insane to the point to where he even starts talking to you, the audience, it's actually kind of cool. Part of me wishes that he didn't have to play second fiddle to Lena, but what we do get of him is pretty damn solid. The stuff with Lena is fine too. Unpacking her relationship with Lex was tragic and funny, but it just wasn't the strongest villain plot in the show. Harley and Ivy's relationship continues to be the heart of the show, although here it gets tested in a much larger way than before, since a lot of Harley's compulsive attitude causes a lot of the bad shit that happens. I felt like it got resolved a little bit too quickly, but I guess that's just what happens when you have 10 episodes instead of 13. I liked getting a bit more into Ivy's origin story. Frank, oddly enough, has a bigger part to play this season, and it's both really sweet, but also really sad. The humor has kind of remained the same. There are some moments and jokes that are still funny, but I guess because it's been going on so long, the humor just doesn't hit the same as it used to. I do still love whenever Bane is on screen, and having him as this overworked writer working for Clayface at the Daily Planet was a lot of fun. Overall, Season 5 of Harley Quinn was pretty good. It definitely was a return to form for this show, but back to the original question. Is the Harley Quinn show still worth watching? Well, considering how this season ends and how there's been no formal announcement of a Season 6, this might be the last time we see this show anyway. Which I'm honestly not upset about, because this season ended on such a high that it feels only right to stop here. But if you've fallen off the show at any point, does this season do enough to bring you back in? I'd say so. I mean, even at the show's worst, it's still fun following these characters, so if you had any interest in this show before, I'd say give Season 5 a watch. It was a solid 10 episodes and a nice finale, probably, to this show. I'd give it a 3.5 or possibly even a 4, haven't decided yet, out of 5. And that does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of Harley Quinn Season 5 if you watched it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Does it make for a good finale if this is indeed the last time that we see this show? Have you been following the show since the beginning, and how do you think it's progressed or regressed as it's gone on? Let me know all that stuff down below. I've got more videos coming real soon, but until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on my social medias, subscribe to my main channel, everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.